Bleach Analysis, The Roots and History of Generational Trauma. Introduction. The sprawling mythos of Taikubo's Bleach delves into the concept of generational trauma, weaving an intricate web of relationships defined by loss, betrayal, and the sins of the past. At the center of this narrative is a cast of characters deeply affected by their history and lineage, reflecting a cycle of violence and suffering that spans generations. The article examines the bloodstained legacy of Yhwach, the Soul King, and the original Gotai 13, revealing how the actions and decisions of these figures have left indelible scars on several generations, particularly in the lives of Ichigo, Rukia, Orihime, Uryu, Renji, and Chad. The fearsome legacy of Yhwach. Yhwach, the progenitor of the Quincy, the emperor of the Vondervite, embodies the violent struggle between the different factions of Soul Society. His ruthless annihilation of those he deemed impure, like Ichigo and Uryu's mothers, illustrates a chilling aspect of his character. By deeming them unworthy due to their status as impure Quincy's, Yhwach not only inverts the cycle of violence, but sows the seeds of resentment and vengeance that ripples through generations. The tragic loss of Ichigo and Uryu's mothers serves not only as callous for their character developments, but also as emblematic of the burdens that shaped their lives, underscoring the concept of inherited trauma. Central to the dark narrative of Bleach is the Soul King, whose existence is couched in the delicate balance of the Soul Society. The original Gotai 13 tasked with upholding this balance are not free from guilt. Figures like Yamamoto and Unohana are haunted by their past, committing sins in the name of protection. Yamamoto's ruthless decision-making often bear the weight of centuries of bloodshed, while Unohana's history revealed dark decisions shrouded in the facade of duty. Their actions, although driven by desires to protect those they care about, expose the fragility of morality within the realm of duty and survival. The historical context surrounding these leaders imbues them narratives with nuances of regret and the heavy cost of leadership. Aizen and Urahara, the duality of power. The conflict between Aizen and Urahara is not merely a clash of intrigues, but it represents a philosophical divergence representing power. Aizen's pursuit of absolute power through Hyogoku highlights the lengths in which a person will go to transcend human limitations, often at the cost of other lives. Conversely, Urahara's reluctance to wield such power reflects his understanding of the corrupt nature. Their rivalry serves as broader commentary on the use of power within the context of trauma, especially how the desire to protect and demonstrate can lead to further destruction. This conflict resonates deeply with the Bleach universe, revealing how notions of power can perpetuate cycles of suffering. Ginjo and the formation of execution. Generational trauma takes a poignant form in the character of Ginjo, the first deputy Shinigami. His transformation from a protector to a figure of resentment illustrates the impact of feeling betrayed by those he once trusted. His creation of execution and the recruitment of Fullbringers serve as the manifestation of that bitterness, seeking to redefine the perception of power among those marginalized by the Gotai 13. Ginjo's story is a clear reflection of how the wounds of the past can incite rebellion and the quest for vindication and rather than reconciliation. The haunting past of Ryuken and Isshin. The sinister threads connecting the past of Ryuken and Isshin, two men deeply affected by the loss of their wives, further emphasize trauma echoes to relationships. Their suffering frames a parental legacy steeped in pain, as both struggle with the complexity of protecting their children in a world rife with danger. The absence of their loved ones in their lives define not just their characters, but also the experience of their children, Ichigo and Uryu. The loss they suffer injures trickle down, influence how Ichigo and Uryu navigate their destinies within the chaos of Soul Society. The traumatic experiences of Ichigo and his friends. Ultimately, the impact of generational trauma resonates profoundly in Ichigo, Uryu, Rukia, Orihime, Uryu, Renji, and Chad. Each character harbors their own traumatic legacy that shapes their relationship and motivations. Ichigo grapples with the legacy of death from Yhwach's hands, while Rukia battles her past with her mentor Cayenne, and Orihime carries the burden of isolation from her history of abuse and bullying. Uryu struggles with his Quincy heritage, and Renji struggles with the expectations of his upbringing, further illustrates the scars left by their predecessors. Chad too navigates the complexities of identity shaped by those lineage, accentuating how the past influenced the present. Concluding thoughts. The narrative of Bleach unveils a profound exploration of generational trauma, pointing to the cyclicality of violence, loss, and the quest for acceptance. The intricate relationship among characters such as Yhwach, Yamamoto, Unohana, Aizen, Urahara, Ginjo, and the younger Shinigami, and Ichigo companions highlight how the sins of the past resonate to generations as each character grapple with their own inherent trauma. The series reflects a nuanced understanding of how the histories we shape not just our identities, but also the very fabric of our connections with the others. In the ultimate battle against the legacies of pain, Bleach invites us to confront the complexity of our own histories and the paths we carve from them.